Good morning. Back from the new year. Hopefully everyone had a good time. Hopefully everyone had a Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate, Happy Hanukkah. Yeah, what other holidays? No Boxing Day's around. But here's what we got. So I think we're at like a DOT yard or like some kind of maintenance yard or something. But we got a 300 kW gasser. Got a little power zone controller. So we're doing a full service on this guy, so we will be doing an oil change. I think it's what is it, a 14? It's a 14.2. So it's an inline 6 gasser. Oh, what is that? I see a little collapse in that line over there. Excuse me. After that train rudely interrupted me. Yeah, so we actually have 3 of these guys for this company. So we have this one here, and then we have 2 more on another side. I think the other side's their main yard. So I'll check this over. I'll start doing some stuff. I'll probably open this up, see whatever connectors are in there, try to check that out, and yeah, I'll pick you guys up once we're doing some more work. All right, so I realized something before I guys put you away. You see that hose is collapsed over there? It's real cold. So I actually came over here. I wanted to check out real quick. Can you see that? The coolant temperature is 38 degrees, 42 it said before. This thing's very cold, and it's plugged in. So I'm going to grab my meter, and I'm going to check this guy out. If we have a bad element, probably have a bad block heater, but... Alright, so I ran this thing for a little bit just to get it up to temperature. But I did notice that the block heater, if you look, you see the green light that's there? That's a GFCI. It was actually tripped. So I checked the block heater itself to see if it had any resistance, or I should say high resistance, but it didn't. It should be alright, so I reset it. I'm going to check that block heater later, make sure it's working. If not, we'll just write it up for a block heater. But I'm getting ready to drain the oil now. I know that the other guys are here on site, so I don't know if I'm going to film much, but I will get more covered for you at the other place, because I do have 2 more. So maybe I'll just get this one done, and I'll pick you guys back up when we're there, because I think he wants to do a transfer test. I know he's got some equipment in the building he wants to run on the generator, so I'll make sure we do that. If he lets me film it, cool. If not, I'll see you at the other yard. I'm not sure where he went, but I think he went over there somewhere. I figure while he's around, I'll just, pull the camera out, show you guys what's going on. Got our pump, got our oil drained, hook that all up. Just gonna let this drain for a bit. I think it's about 10 gallons, so I'll let that drain for a bit. Filters are on the other side. I'll get that going, and then I'll start it up for you guys, let you know what it sounds like. I know you guys like to start up on stuff, so. Alright, so a little change of plans, but we got everything drained up. I still have to fill it up with oil, but I just got word from the guys that were here that they have a service call somewhere else. So we're now here solo, but that also means that we're not going to be able to do a transfer test, because if we can't get in there, we can't do a transfer test. So what I'll probably do is set you guys up here somehow. I'll get these oil filters changed out, and then we'll see if we could start it and run it for a little bit. Alright, hopefully you guys are good up there. I think it's actually a good spot for the camera. Got a good view of what's going on. Most of the time these either come off real easy or they suck. Seems like these are going to come off real easy, actually. Seems like this one's going to come off with no mess. It's never a bad thing. Hell yeah. Oh, awesome. No spill. So. Like that. Good to go. You can see right there the old filters. I'll leave that here for a minute. All we got to do now is fill her up. So I'll see if I can do the same thing, set the camera up in a certain way. I'll just start filling her up. So that's 8 gallons in. I'm just gonna check this real quick. Although yes, I know the filters are not full because it didn't start yet, but I could get a good idea. You see how it's over full right now? It's above the full line. I'm pretty sure once I start it and I fill those filters, either it's gonna be low or it'll be perfect. So let's give it a crank up real quick. Where's the oil cap? Right here. Throw that on there. Actually, this bucket stays here, but I do have to fix this. They use their terminals. Alright, let's give this thing a crank over and see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go. See what she's got. Check her out real quick. You see how it's low? You can see that, right? I hope so. I think you can see that. Yeah, so that was only 8 gallons. So we do need that extra. Or maybe, I don't know if I'm going to put in the full gallon or if I'm going to put in half and check it again, but either way, we need more oil. Love that. Perfect. Alright, so now what I'm probably going to do is let this thing run. I know I let it run before, but that was to let it warm up before the oil change. It's a stupid train. Whatever. I know the audio is not going to be that bad here, so even with a train going by, we'll still be able to hear. But yeah, so I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna let it run, and we'll be done here. And then we have 2 more. Like I said before, there's 2 level 2s at one of their other stations. I guess this is like their substation, or I guess whatever, radio tower, water tower. I'm not sure. I think there used to be a big water tower here, but then they probably took it down and built that. And you see all the radio equipment and stuff up there. So. But yeah, so we'll clean up, we'll let it run, and yeah, we'll pick you guys up when we're at the other spot. cool. I spoke to that guy. He's pretty cool. I think I spoke to him before. I've been on a couple sites where he had a couple things that needed to be done and addressed, so I just wanted to talk about a couple sites. Oh man. Yeah, so we went there and we had some issues where the diesel wasn't being primed. It lost prime, and then I had told the guy that it's probably going to be a pumping issue. They wanted me to try and see if it could still run, but it wasn't going to start. So, but yeah, if you guys can see, it's going to be one of those days. It's just wind. It's just wild. We have the same kind of generator. It's a 300 kW. It's literally the exact same setup. Let me show you real quick about the generator on the other side. The other one's all the way back here. Let's see, it might be a little loud. Yeah. Someone doing the lead thing up over there, but we're back there. The other generator's down there. Right there. We'll let that guy work. I think he's actually clearing out all the leaves that are by that generator, so when we get done on this one, we can go back over there. So we'll leave him alone, but we'll see what we can get done here. And then, yeah, I'll let you guys know. You see, I can just hear that door. The door just slams wide open. Just do this. So, ooh, that's nice. So I think I've shown you guys this in the past, right? Where these manifolds, the coolant manifolds start to leak. So basically it's this guy. You have a couple gaskets in there. I think there's one up there. And then like back there and stuff. But yeah, basically when that starts leaking, the whole turbo's got to come off. So we'll check that out once this is running. But hopefully that's nothing major and it's an old leak, but I have my doubts. So let's get to work and we'll see what happens. All right. So I just took lunch, had some food. I think I finished up this guy. I gotta double check, make sure it's in auto. Okay, so we're in auto and the breaker's on. I'll just make sure that stays to clear screen. Close this up and I'll show you guys the other guy. I already did a bunch of stuff to it. I walked over there a couple times while this was running. But yeah, I'll show you how. I think it's the same controller. I think it's an H panel. Oh, excuse me. I think it's the same controller as the other one. It should be an H panel. And then, like I said, it was a Ford engine, so we had one of the other guys before cleaning up the leaves. We'll see what it looks like now. I did not think it was going to be this cold out. It was like 50 something degrees yesterday. A little Ford V8. Nice. Yeah, this was already open. Got a little distribution panel in there. Nice. Yeah, so this was already opened. I was already over here. Just turn this off. I know the first one had an annunciator. I don't think this one does. I think this one's fine. But you see how they cram these in here? Got very little room to work in there. Huh. Well, let's give this guy, actually, okay, the block heater is good. Feel that? What I'm probably going to do is just start this thing up. I'll probably go back to the van, grab my tools, and then come back. We'll give this a start up. But for the most part, let me do some paperwork, and then we'll get back to the road.